Dr. Ray Doktor is a relationship coach and marriage counselor with degrees in human behavior, counseling psychology, and a doctorate in clinical psychology. Dr. Ray helps singles and couples to attract loving, passionate, and healthy relationships and is here to share his knowledge of love and life on The Dr. Ray Show.
Hello, this is Dr. Ray and The Dr. Ray Show on Bite-Sized Networks. Today we're going to talk about love and relationships. So how can I help you?
My thing is I have trouble emotionally connecting with women.
Have you actually ever had a deep connected relationship, say parents, siblings, anyone?
I have a great relationship with my parents. I have tons of great friends. I think that's one of the reasons I've been very happily independent and single. But at the same time, there is part of me that would like to be able to have a deeper connection with a woman, but I find that whenever I'm close with a girl, even as a friend, I tend to push them away.
If you were to be in a long-term relationship, is there something that you fear? Is there something that you're avoiding? Because you say that you're not able to connect with someone on a deeper level because of that, because that leads to more conversations. It leads to, natural human drama.
Most of the girls that become close to me over the years have all been girls from the wrong side of the tracks, like porn stars, strippers. Those girls have seemed to lash onto me over the years, and I think I've become close to them because they're the type of girls that you don't really get too close to, but
you can basically take care of them.
Yeah, I kind of play like a quasi-father figure type role, but
so it's safe. So basically, if you meet someone who's your equivalent, she's going to confront you. She's going to call you on stuff that you don't want to really look at.
That is true.
And she might be mirroring aspects of yourself that you're having difficulty looking at.
Yeah, and I have a very strong personality, so I think I've tended to become close to the girls with weaker, more submissive type personalities. So otherwise there's a clash that happens if I'm with another girl that's got a strong personality.
You know the type of women that you've attracted before. And obviously it's like where you see that you've had some fun, but there's not enough joy in there. There's not much substance there because it's predictable. You're able to keep them at a distance.
Yeah.
What I'm hearing is you want something deeper.
I would like that, but I want it on my terms, on a level where there's that type of
But you hear what you're saying. There's a contradiction in that. That's like you're saying that I want to have an emotional connection, but it has to be on my terms.
Exactly.
Are you willing to surrender to the unknown? Because the relationships that are going to rock your world and be a completely different experience than what you've had before are going to be those in which you actually have no idea what is going to happen. And that is so disconcerting for men. Men try
That's true.
That's why it's much easier for men to sometimes get so focused on careers and make money because it's predictable. When it comes to women, more than often they try to morph them into more of like how they are, or they attract relationships that are safe. We'll see each other only on Sundays. It'll be controlled, and yet what ends up happening in those relationships, they become bored.
I get bored pretty easily.
Okay. That's because you're not connecting to these people on an emotional basis.
It's true.
The decision that you have to make, it's either I continue to attract these type of relationships that are boring and there's no substance to it, or I surrender and allow myself to be challenged, because you might look at yourself as a confident person.
Yeah.
Work out, you look in the mirror and thinking this, but are you really confident?
Yeah.
Are you really able to allow yourself to burn in the fire and just see what happens with these type of people? Because I can tell you, a woman who has a personality that matches yours, she's going to mirror that. But she's also going to create the relationship which is more exciting, where you can have fun. In other words, a woman who rocks your world can have maybe 10, 15, 20 qualities in which you've been attracting these multiple women in just one, and therefore you're very satisfied, very happy, and it continues to expand and unfold and be unpredictable. You might be out of control, but at least it will not be boring. There's nothing wrong with having fun, but if you find yourself becoming bored, if you find yourself being emotionally detached, you have to really look deep within inside yourself. The only way for a person to remain satisfied and excited is for them to have an emotional, connective relationship. This is Dr. Ray on Bite-Sized TV. Thank you.